today we are going on a food tour around the LA area. You guys know I love to travel and explore the food scene in different cities, and we don't play when it comes to food tours. But when I get home, I find myself missing those amazing meals from my trips. Well, every time I have one of my Cook Unity meals, I feel my taste buds traveling the world all over again. If you guys don't know what Cook Unity is, let me put you on. It's the first chef-to-you meal delivery service made up of over 70 chefs who believe that great food should be for everyone. Each week, award-winning chefs craft hundreds of globally inspired meals made fresh every day in regional micro-kitchens instead of warehouse production facilities. Their meals are made with real high-quality ingredients like humanely raised meat and organic ingredients, so it's like you're getting a restaurant-quality meal at home. I love choosing my meals every week because their menu rotates constantly with a wide range of cultural flavors and cuisines, so there's always something new to try. Plus, they have dietary preference filters like vegan, gluten-free, low sodium, and more. It's also super flexible, so if I'm ever traveling, I can pause, skip weeks, or cancel at any time. Once the meals arrive, they're all fully cooked, so I just have to heat them up and I'm good to go. So in this week's delivery, I really wanted to travel the world, so I got 6 different meals from 6 different cultures, like Japanese beef curry, grilled chicken with jollof rice, and chicken tinga tacos by Chef Akhtar Nawab. Just look at how amazing these tacos look. We have the fresh guacamole on top and some chopped onions and cilantro. So if you want to try it out for yourself, click the link in the description or go to cookunity.com/Meimei and use my code Meimei50 to get 50% off your first order of meals. Thank you Cook Unity for sponsoring, and let's go to LA. Okay, so we are at Shaanxi Garden in San Gabriel, and I haven't been here in years. The first time I ever tried it was actually in another video with my mom. It was one of my really old videos. First up, we have their spicy wontons, and these look really unique because they have some that are like normal wonton skin, but you can also see that they have some that are like a green wonton skin. So I wonder if that's like made out of spinach or something. We always gotta give our spicy wontons a good mix. Get it all soaked up in that sauce. Oh, that spice just hit the back of my throat. It has a nice slight kick to it, like this savory flavor, kind of like a soy saucy flavor to it as well. And then I love how they include these little bits of cilantro. Give it this little refreshing bite. These are definitely solid. I really like the flavor of the chili oil. Next, we have this sandwich burger type thing. They call this bread like a pita bread, and on the inside, it looks like it's shredded pork. Look how much meat is inside. You can see the juices soaked up into that bottom piece of pita bread. Immediately when you bite down, you get this nice crisp on the top. It's such a contrasting texture to like the shredded meat, and the rest of the pita, it's kind of like fluffy, and it nicely soaks up all that pork juice. I'm actually gonna put some of the hot oil wonton chili oil on this. It made it so much more flavorful, added more of a kick to it as well. And if you don't end up ordering the hot oil wontons, they have a little jar of chili on the side too that you can add to it. And here is the star of the show. This is their biang biang noodles. This one is their cumin lamb flavor, and it's actually funny because the reason I tried this place in the first place, like many years ago, was because I wanted to find a place that was like Xi'an Famous Foods in New York, because that's one of my favorite restaurants in New York, and that's how I discovered this place. Did you guys see how long that noodle was? And their hand-pulled noodles here are so chewy and springy. I love it. Like sometimes when I have hand-pulled noodles, they're too doughy and they're not like springy enough, but these are really springy and bouncy. That cumin flavor really comes through when you're slurping the noodles up. And also in here, there's some pieces of lamb, there's potato, there's peppers, there's wood ear mushroom, there's some bean curd as well. Definitely a solid, hearty dish. Okay, so now we are at Unique Tea, and we actually came here because they have Wi-Fi, places to sit, they have plugs, so we're gonna do some work. I actually have some videos to edit. I went ahead and got their strawberry green tea. It's blended and has cheese foam on top, and I also added crystal boba. And of course, we have to use our Feed Meimei glass boba straw. Link will be in the description as always. Those strawberries taste so fresh. Ooh, I really love that strawberry flavor. It's not too sweet, has a very strong fresh strawberry flavor. You actually don't taste that much of the green tea, but it's still very refreshing. It's blended, so it's like a smoothie slash slushy kind of. And you get the creaminess of the cheese foam, and the crystal boba pairs so perfectly with this refreshing drink. Whenever I get a fruity drink like this, I always like to get crystal boba instead of normal boba because it's just more refreshing. And then also my friend got this jasmine cappuccino. Wanna say hi? She is very kindly letting me try it. It's so interesting because I've never heard of a jasmine cappuccino before. Whoa. It does have a very strong florally jasmine flavor, and this one's like not too sweet, and it almost tastes like you're just drinking like pure jasmine tea with like a hint of creaminess. This is so interesting. When you drink it, it's like lighter than drinking a jasmine milk tea, but it's almost like getting that same kind of vibe of a jasmine milk tea, if that makes any sense. It's basically a lighter version of a jasmine milk tea. After a long day of editing, we grabbed dinner at Hangari Kalguksu, which is one of my favorite places in Koreatown. They're known for their knife-cut noodles, and we opted for the chicken one. This was so incredibly comforting, definitely like my ideal dinner for a cold winter night. It had such strong and rich chicken flavor, the noodles were chewy, and with each bite you could taste the chickeny flavor of the broth. Another one of my favorites here is their bosam, which is like a boiled pork dish served with cabbage, jalapenos, garlic, and radish. And when you put it all together, you get the crunch from the cabbage, the soft tender pork, the spice from the jalapeno, and extra flavor of the garlic. It just makes for a heavenly bite. Okay, so we are at Crab House, which I've heard so many things about. I've seen it all over social media, and I've been wanting to try it so bad. They are known for their Korean raw crab, which you can get it soy marinated, or they also have a spicy version. And today we're gonna try the soy marinated version. We also got this uni bowl. This is the medium size, and it looks like there's so many different things in here. There's uni, there's seaweed, there's an egg, there's rice, there's little fish roe, and I guess we just go ahead and mix it all together. Whoa, look at that egg yolk. Oh my gosh, look how rich and decadent. It looks so creamy. It has such strong and rich uni flavor. And the uni is nice and sweet. It's not super oceany or anything. It tastes like good quality uni. I actually could totally eat this with more rice, so I think I'm gonna add it to my rice too, so that it could balance out that rich, creamy uni flavor. I don't get to eat uni that often, but when I do, I'm so happy. Moving on to the star of the show, the soy marinated raw crab. They bring you a bowl of rice and then also a bowl with seaweed. It looks like there's some dry seaweed in there and also some like seaweed salad. So apparently what you're supposed to do is you put some of the rice into this bowl with the seaweed, you mix it up, and you squeeze the raw marinated crab on top. Whoa, oh my gosh, that's so cool. It looks so satisfying to watch it squeeze out. And then we're gonna mix it with our hands. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. First time trying this ever, so let's give it a try. Wow, that's really nice. You first get a little bit of that crunch and that seaweed flavor, and then the crab itself, it kind of has this almost like a sashimi type of texture, and it comes with this like nice soy savory flavor and a little bit of sweetness as well. And the rice is just the perfect vehicle to soak up all those flavors and balance everything out. And Michael says that with the crab shell, with all those juices in there, you can add some rice, let the rice absorb all the juices, and just eat the flavorful seafoody rice. It has so much flavor. Soy flavor, a little bit of sweetness. It also has this like warmth to it. I don't know, like cinnamon kind of, but not really cinnamon. Like it tastes like fall spices. That's so interesting. That was so unexpected. This is such a fun activity. Like not only does it taste good, it's like an experience. To be honest, I was a little bit nervous to try this because I've never tried this before. I've never even tried anything like it. I don't think I've ever had raw crab before in my life, but it's really delicious, and I definitely will be coming back. Okay, so we just stopped by Ululani's, and this place is actually from Maui. And I remember when I tried Ululani's for the first time like 3 or 4 years ago, it was literally life-changing. It was one of the best shave ice spots I've ever tried in my whole life, and they just opened in LA. It's on Hollywood Boulevard, so sorry if you guys can hear like all the traffic and stuff. And they don't have any tables, they just have these few benches outside. So we're making do with what we can here. So I ordered the regular size with guava and passion fruit. I also got snow cap ice cream and their homemade mochi. Some of you guys know that I just actually got back from Hawaii not too long ago, so I already miss all the amazing shave ice on Hawaii, so that makes me even more excited for this. I got Michael to help me hold the camera, so thank you, Michael. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look at that. The ice is just as soft as I remember. That guava flavor is really nice. It's like not too sweet. It's definitely there, and it tastes like fresh guava. Like, it doesn't taste artificial at all. And the mochi, it's so pillowy soft and chewy. You can definitely tell it's homemade. Let's try the passion fruit side. Interesting. The passion fruit flavor is not super strong, so the passion fruit flavor not up to par. Still solid though. I really love the soft ice. For dinner, we stopped by Momo Paradise for all-you-can-eat shabu. Immediately, I was so excited when I saw that they have an all-you-can-drink boba bar. It's an extra $2.55, and they have toppings like crystal boba, coffee jelly, and azuki to pair with jasmine milk tea, passion fruit oolong tea, yuzu jasmine tea, or plain jasmine tea. Although I didn't end up doing it because I didn't want to drink caffeine so late. They had a whole vegetable bar with cabbage, bok choy, kale, mushrooms, fish balls, and more, and a small sauce station to make your own sauce. We got the half tomato broth, half sukiyaki broth, and for the meats, we got beef chuck, beef short plate, and pork shoulder. Michael was showing us how he likes to eat his beef here. He cracks a pasteurized egg, which by the way is safe to eat raw, and then he cooks a slice of beef and dips it into the egg. I've never seen this before, but he made it look so good that I had to try it for myself. This really shocked me because it was so delicious. The egg added this nice creaminess to it and paired perfectly with the tender beef cooked in the sweet sukiyaki broth. I know it seems a bit intimidating, but don't knock it till you try it. For dessert, we stopped by Melo Melo for their silky and jiggly coconut pudding. I got the ube flavor this time, but honestly, I like their fresh fruit flavors like mango or dragon fruit better. It was still a nice light dessert, perfect to end the night. We are at Elite Restaurant in Monterey Park, and this is Michael's favorite place for dim sum in the 626. Look how juicy and plump this siumai looks. The filling looks like it's just bursting out of that wrapper. It's so juicy in there. Oh my god. All the pieces of pork are so succulent and moist. They're so juicy. The shrimp has that nice crunch to it. Now moving on to the hamsoi gok. If you guys have never had this, it's basically like a mochi dumpling. On the inside they have this meat mixture, and then it's deep fried. It's so crispy on the outside. I don't think you guys can hear it because it's just really loud in here, but trust me, this is crispy. Oh my gosh, it just has that perfectly light crisp on the outside, and then you get that chewy mochi-like texture, and then it has this nice savory umami pork filling. So good. Next we have the Gale, and this one is a shrimp dumpling. It has like a clear crystal wrapper. The skin is so nice and chewy and elastic, and then the shrimp filling, oh my god, so plump and juicy. It has that nice crunch that you want in a good shrimp. It's just perfect. That skin is actually so good. It's so nice and chewy. Sometimes they just kind of break apart and they don't have that nice chew to it, but this one really does. Also, comment below, are you team siumai or team hagao? Because I'm very interested to see which one you guys prefer more. Next we have the nomaikai, which is a sticky rice with chicken. It's so perfectly wrapped, and it's like a treasure hunt in here because you have lapchung, which is the sausage, you have an egg yolk, you have dried shrimp, you have mushrooms. Nice sticky rice, and all those components add so much flavor to it. Here we have the churng fun, which is the rice rolls, and this one is the shrimp version. Wow, those rice rolls are so silky. It's like it just melts in your mouth. It's so soft, and then the shrimp is nice and juicy and crunchy, which just contrasts that silky rice roll texture. So for dessert, here we have our egg tarts, and these are actually the Macau version. So it has like this brulee top, so it's different from the classic Hong Kong version. The filling is so custardy and creamy. It's basically just like eating custard, and you got that brulee top. You can tell that the texture is just kind of like, it'll break apart in your mouth. And then the shell is so flaky. Perfect way to end off a meal. Okay, so now we are at Menya Hanabi. They're known for their dry brothless ramen, and then they put all these different toppings on it. But actually, I think one of the chefs is a YouTube subscriber, and they actually sent over this plate of fries. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. I love fries. It's literally one of my favorite foods ever in the whole world. It looks like on top there's karaage and scallions and cheese and bacon. So let's give it a try. Those fries are nice and crispy, just as fries should be. Let's try one of these pieces of karaage. Has that nice light crisp on the outside, and it's so juicy. Alright, so our deluxe maze soba has arrived, and look at how beautiful this is. There's so many toppings. There's some chashu. It looks like it was torched as well. Green onions, chives, and look at this ramen egg. It looks perfect. There's some minced garlic, and I think this is bonito powder. And look at this jiggly egg in the middle. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Let's break open this egg. Whoa, look at that yolk. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and mix everything together. Oh. Look at those thick and chewy noodles. I also forgot to mention that I got the spicy version. So I'm really excited about that because I always get spicy whenever it's offered. Look at these noodles. These noodles are so incredibly chewy, so springy, so bouncy, and they absorb all those flavors of those toppings. You get that minced pork, which has a spiciness to it, and then you get that kind of fish powder taste. Oh my goodness, it's so flavorful. Let's try this piece of pork belly. So tender, so flavorful. It has such a rich pork flavor. This is literally the perfect bowl of noodles. Okay, so we are at Sun Tea Day, and they also have these little cute plushies, and they said that we can just like play with them while we're here. Oh yeah, they have this huge one, look at it. I kind of am tempted to buy one, but I don't have enough space in my luggage. Too bad. But anyway, so here we have the house special fruit tea, and it has like passion fruit, strawberry, lime, orange, all different kinds of fresh fruits. Of course, we have to use our Feed Me My Glass boba straw. Link will be in the description as always. Ooh, it tastes so fresh. It's actually nice and refreshing and tart. And I got some passion fruit seeds. It had this nice crunch. And you also really taste that tea as well. I got regular sweetness, and it's actually not too sweet. Okay, so now we are at Wagyu House in Rowland Heights, and this place is literally so cool. They have all these cool decorations. It looks super nice and fancy, and they even have live performances because we just watched the face changing show, and that was super fun. So for the broths, we got the tomato one. I believe that one's spicy, and then we also have the coconut chicken. So for my sauce, I usually go for garlic, enough garlic so that tomorrow morning I can taste it in my mouth. So their green onions are like shredded. I usually get hella green onion, just like that, a little bit of cilantro, as well as some Thai chili. I just put a little bit. Sometimes I go too overboard and then I regret it. The ponzu comes in this huge container, look, 10 liters. All right, we're gonna add some ponzu. That's probably good. Mimi's perfect sauce combination. And I think I'm gonna start off with the A5 Wagyu. It comes on this beautiful platter with the dry ice. Just look at that marbling. This A5 Wagyu is actually from Japan. And I'm gonna dip it in the tomato broth. Just give it a quick swirl. That meat is melt in your mouth tender. I can just feel the marbling in my mouth. That is some premium beef. That is definitely some of the best quality beef I've had in hot pot ever. It's so juicy. That tomato broth is actually really nice as well. Here we have the A5 Wagyu sashimi, and I'm a little nervous because I don't really eat raw beef that often. Just look at that beautiful marbling on the beef. And it comes with a little dipping sauce, so let's give it a quick dip. Wow, that is very, very good. Oh my god, that sauce has so much flavor. It has a little spice, it has a little citrusy, it's like savory as well. It just pairs so perfectly with the beef. Oh my god, you guys, look at this. This is lamb served on this huge board. I don't even know what to call this, a paddle, I guess. If you see any blank spots, it's actually because they started eating it without me, but there's plenty to go around, clearly. Look at this, there's little slices of lamb. Okay, let's go dip it in the broth. It has that nice lamby flavor, and it has the fat running through it as well. I personally like lamb, so I like it, but I think people who don't like lamb, you will not like it, because it definitely tastes like lamb. Here we have these shrimp balls. Oh, it has really nice shrimp flavor. It's like soft actually. Softer than I expected. It like has some roe in it as well. We also have this Wagyu clay pot rice. They mix it right on the spot for you. And you can tell on the sides of the clay pot, the rice got super, super crispy. So I'm definitely looking forward to those crispy bits. There's such nice beefy flavor to this, and I'm getting those nice bits of crispy rice. It actually has a very strong peppery flavor, almost like black pepper beef in a fried rice form. Okay, so we just finished our meal. Everything was so, so good. My favorites were definitely the A5 Wagyu and the A5 Wagyu sashimi. That was unexpectedly amazing. But actually, this restaurant has something really, really cool at the end. I'm so excited to show you guys and try it out, so let's head over there. Okay, so here right at the exit, they have this deodorizer, and basically, you know how you get smelly after you eat hot pot or Korean barbecue? You just like come in here, and then it says remove odor. So we're just gonna click this. And now I don't smell like hot pot. Yay!